Yo, people, what's going on? Back again. More football talk, blood. Yes, about both of these pagans in the league. Man never thought I'd see the day, blood. Man's coming in, bruv, and both of you, man, are looking up at the table. Matisse, show your face, blood.
Camera's dropped. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, bruv, show your face, blood. Show your face.
Bro, you trying to get up to me or something? What's going on?
Bruv, show your face, blood. You know what I'm saying, bruv? Look up when you talk to me as well, blood, because that's what the table's saying. That's why you have to be down there, because this is what it is, bruv. Yeah, bruv.
Nah, you can't.
This is what it is, blood. I told man already. You see that fraud of a manager, bro. He's gonna get it. He's soon gonna be working on BT Sport, you know. Soon gonna be on BT Sport. Him and his cousin Jamie's gonna be rivals. What?
What about your manager?
What about him? He's crap, but guess what, man? Yours is a special kind of crap. You know them, just a special kind of crap. Do you know what I mean? What, you man spent the most amount of money in one transfer window in the history of the Premier League
Like this at all,
to go and embarrass man in front of his friends and that. This is what I mean. Kai Rooney, blood. Kai Rooney, bruv, and then there's Kai Havertz, blood. You know the one. You signed the wrong Kyrie, boy. You signed the wrong one, fam. What's going on, cuz? What's really going on, though?
It's a madness. It's a madness. Let me just put on my glasses because the smoke is in the room. You see what I'm saying?
This is it, bro.
Yo, it's a sticky one still.
Yeah, it is. It's extremely techie for your guy, bro. You know what I mean? I heard you said you brought in a defensive coach, blood. Like what is he doing?
So the Mazzolini that's taking place right now seems to be that, first of all, we're not getting the best out of Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. Now, there's many factors involved. First of all, they're just not playing well. They're not doing the basics. They're not making the simple passes. They're missing open goals. It's a Mazzolini. And then on top of that, I'm seeing average positions for Havertz, and he's deeper than Mount. It's meant to be the other way around. So I don't know why Kai Havertz is being used as this player to build out from the back, or he's being dropped deeper, maybe because Kante's not as good at progressing the ball. But him and Mount need to switch around. That's the first thing. Mount needs to be deeper, and Kai Havertz needs to be in the final third because he's a final third player. I have no problem with him playing in the 8th position. That's not my issue. My issue is that he is behind Mount in the average position that he's taking up on the field.
Yeah, but do you think that's tactical, or maybe he's just gone back there looking for his confidence, blood?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a confidence thing to get on the ball more, but he's a final third player. He influences in the final third. So for me to be seeing him deep like that, it tells me that we're not progressing the ball and we're not passing vertically into him quick enough. Right now, Chelsea are going out wide. They're spamming crosses into the box. That seems to be the only tactic. Get the ball on Drew's head. When really we should have a variety to our play. We should be passing vertical in between the half spaces, in between the lines to find players like Havertz. We're not doing so. But like I said, it's not just, yeah, it sounds like that. Havertz is not playing well. Do you know what I mean? Havertz is missing basic passes. He hasn't developed this trait where he gets his body and shields the ball properly when he receives it. He's giving it up. I know he's 21, so he's going to develop, but you know he's not playing well right now. Maybe he needs to come out the side. And Werner just needs to. We need to maybe try him up front. But for me, again, it's not down to just position because his passing has been really poor. You know, his first touch is poor. I understand he's not a dribbler. He's very much like Fernando Torres, a kick it and run pass kind of guy. But his finishing's been poor as well. So it's not just down to position. It's a variety of things. Manager, players, they just need to buck up, really, to be honest.
Bruv, what are you saying, bruv? Man needs to. I think he needs to start dropping these guys, bruv. I'm not even gonna lie, because sometimes, the best way to give man confidence is to just not play him for a bit, bro. Yeah. Because Havertz looks shot, and Werner, honestly, Werner's doing what I said he would do, bro. Like I just knew what he was gonna do, bro. He looks like that kind of player, innit? Like he want a good system, high line. He looks decent, bro. But low block in front of Werner, he's not gonna give you too many problems, bro. Like he's not that great on the ball. And he's very quick in it, and his decision making's hit and miss, bro. Like that's just a player you acquired, innit? And unless he's got a foil to play off centrally, yeah, bro, he ain't gonna cause people too many problems. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. No, I mean I compared him a lot with Rashford before he came, and they're similar kind of players, bro. But I genuinely think that Rashford's probably better on the ball than this guy, bro. This guy on the ball is like I don't know what I'm watching, mate. I don't know what I'm watching right now.
Be mad poor on the ball. And that's why I can't put it down to position, because there should be fundamentals as a footballer that you just don't mess up on. Do you know what I mean? Your first touch should be strong enough. Do you know what I mean? You should be able to link up play better than that. So for me, the best way to get something out of him is to push him higher up the pitch. Right now, he's involved in too much of the build-up. I'd go over lopsided attack, but you're right. I'd also just probably drop them both. You probably can't drop them both with the injuries that we have, but I'd drop one of them, and I'd probably drop Werner. Put him on the bench, let him come on as an impact player for a few games, try and see if he's getting confidence back with getting some goals off the bench, and just drop him off because, like I said, no one in this team has a divine right to start a game. Do you know what I mean? You have to work for it. And I've seen Hudson-Odoi drop for way less. So, do you know what I mean? I've seen other players drop for way less than this guy. Just because he's a new signing doesn't. And by the way, playing players over and over again is the same thing, failing. It doesn't mean that you're suddenly gonna tick for them. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes take them out the team and let them sit on the sidelines.
Well, if there are like you have to earn the right, for a manager to persist with you in it, not just the price tag, bro. Like some of these men need to sit it out for a piece. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got players like Giroud and that who on output probably deserves to be starting games.
Some of our fan base seem to think Giroud is the problem. The fact that even though he's contributing, they seem to think that the way that we play the game now is because of the way Giroud is a striker. So we're kind of funneling the ball to him and crossing more. Whereas for me, we was crossing anyway as a team. We was always a team that crossed heavily, same as last season, regardless of if Giroud's on the pitch or not. But I think a lot of people are saying that Werner's dipped since Giroud started because Giroud's not very mobile. So if Werner's trying to drift in centrally, they kind of end up putting in the same spaces. I don't know if I agree with that because Giroud attracts to the ball. He holds the ball up. Werner runs in behind. They shouldn't really be running into the same areas. They shouldn't be, coming into the same spaces like that. If anything, I thought Giroud was going to help Werner. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but we need to sort it out. We got West Ham on Monday. Declan Rice will be playing. He'll be eager to impress. That's going to be interesting. And then we got Arsenal. DG.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. This is what I'm trying to say with you, man, bro. More points are getting dropped on this show, blood. So it is what it is. Someone's dropping points, blood. Do you know what I mean? They called they are calling him the Lego man, Arteta, fam. The half-price Allardyce. That's what they're saying, bro.
But listen, I'm chilling, innit? I'm just happy my team got a point. We didn't lose. We scored from open play. We're that much closer to 40 points. Our team, I'm just focused on my team. Like this, there's nothing to say as an Arsenal fan. Like I'm just enjoying hearing other people with problems now, man.
Tunnel vision, 40 points. Tunnel vision.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm seeing Sam Allardyce go West Brom. It's looking like something should have been out. That should have happened there.
That's what I mean. You man are looking. It's all a bit mad, bruv. Like, do you think you're going to be active in January?
We need to be, but no, because does it strike me? Because like I said on your show a couple shows ago, the minute we didn't bring in an attacking player in the summer, the work should have been done towards January. I don't know if we're going to do that because I haven't really heard tangible rumors. Szoboszlai, we swore that people swore blind he was coming. He's now gone where he's going. Does it strike me like the club have a backup? Probably not. We know we need a creative man. Arteta speaks of it. Edu keeps speaking of it. And against Southampton, he looked visibly upset. But it all relies on the man that owns this club, man. And I don't think we're going to do business. We know January is a difficult window. We know there's COVID. We know Arsenal are desperate. And we also know Arsenal's alleged financial situation. So I don't know. And it's not even, for me, it's not even just a creative man because he's going to come and sign for this club and we're going to expect him to create 10 chances a game and it's not going to bang. I'm not seeing anything from a system point of view. This is the problem with my club. So I don't think we're doing nothing in Jan, but I want to be proven wrong.
That's what I'm saying. And Matisse, this brother said, it's not Lampard's fault. Chelsea don't have any fit creative players at the moment. So what is Havertz? Or what was he meant to be, bro? What was he meant to be, bro?
That one's a bit cheeky. I don't know.
I love Frank, but that's not going to run because we have creative players because Havertz is the creative player. Do you know what I mean? Havertz is the creative player. What else is Havertz? Do you know what I mean? He is a creative player. I've seen his passing at Leverkusen. I've seen his vision. I've seen his final ball. He's the creator. That is really why he brought him in because if Ziyech was ever injured, Ziyech was obviously the main creative outlet. We know he creates chances. He's the guy that will try anything from the right hand side. The reason why he brought in a second left footer compared to last year was when we had none. The reason why he doubled up is because Havertz was meant to be Ziyech's deputy if Ziyech got injured to go on that right hand side to keep the balance. And Havertz is more than capable of playing that pass in between the lines into the left hand channel. Opposition's right-hand channel for the Werners and the Chilwells and the runners. That's what I expected. I expected the build-up to be on the right with Reece James, Kova, Havertz, Ziyech, whoever you want to put over there, and the runners to be Chilwell, Werner on the left-hand side. We haven't seen that, and we haven't seen Havertz higher up the pitch enough. So like I said, I'm fine with his position in the 8. A lot of people have been complaining, say we should move him to false 9, pair him up with Werner and just tell them to get goals like he did at Leverkusen at the post-season of lockdown. He played false 9. Some people are saying he shouldn't be playing right wing. For me, he's comfortable in all these areas. If you watched him at Leipzig, he was very versatile, got great stats all over the pitch and looked comfortable. For me, in the 8 position, you get a little bit of everything. Yes, he has to do a bit more defensive work, but Mount is meant to be the person that's deeper. The last heat map I saw, which someone linked to me on Twitter, thanks very much to him, Havertz was deeper than Mount. That's not what I envisioned in my head. Havertz needs to be higher up, and Havertz just needs to be doing the basic, but Havertz is the creator. So I don't have an issue.
Sorry to cut you off, but could that also be Havertz searching for the ball in a way?
Yeah, because without Jorginho, this is people discredit Jorginho.
The same crap that used to happen.
The one thing Jorginho has done when he's played with Havertz is he's got the ball forward a little bit quicker, I feel. And I think Kante being in there, I wouldn't take Kante out, don't get me wrong, because our defense is much stronger with Kante and we lose that balance. But this is why Chelsea is still searching for a 6. This is why Chelsea is still searching for a 6 with maybe not, they're not going to ever be as defensively sound as Kante, but they can be a bit more of an all-rounder where on the ball, they're making those eye through the needle passes where the fact that Havertz doesn't have to drop deep. And I spoke about this at the start of the season when I had issue with Kante playing holding. It's not the fact that I don't think Kante can defend. Kante can make all the interceptions, tackles that he wants. He's fantastic at that. When he gets the ball, he'll play it short. That's fine if we're dominating the game and other people are taking responsibility, like a Mason Mount, everything's going smoothly. If we're up against a low block one day and things are going a little bit slow and we're not really ticking, it's not, the short passes are not going to cut it, because then Havertz is having to drop deep and then other players are having to drop deep to try and get the ball, and then things are moving a bit slower. If you've got a 6 that's a little bit more well-rounded, who can make the eye through the needle pass, that's probably why Chelsea are looking at a Declan Rice. For all the credit that I give to an Lampard and these other players, Gilmour as well. Gilmour's another player that can pass the ball. Declan Rice's passing has improved season on season. He's sweeping the ball with his left foot. He's passing it with a little bit more pace through the lines. That's probably why Chelsea are looking at him. Whether he's worth 80, 70 million, that's not, in my opinion, no. But again, Chelsea will probably get that fee down. That's probably why they're looking at him. So I've always thought in my head that even though, at holding mid, you want someone who can maybe do the all-round game a bit better in terms of the passing game now, because Havertz is dropping deep, and that's probably to get the ball, because the build-up is maybe too slow. So Thiago Silva can pass the ball as well. We've got a few passes in the team. We have lost a creator in Ziyech, but it's not really an excuse, to be honest, not to be beating the teams that we're playing against.
But bruv, this is why you see they put Pogba next to Kante for France, bruv. Because cool, he wins the ball, but bruv, his distribution's dead, fam. Like, let's be 100% honest.
Pogba and then outlet.
Yeah, you give it to Pogba, and Pogba's the outlet. But bruv, how does your manager not know this? It's just the same thing with Ozil at Arsenal. What's the point in playing Ozil? If you ain't got someone like a Cazorla or something behind him to get the ball up to him, what's the point? What's the actual point?
The reason I feel like he does know this, because I know he wanted Declan Rice and he wanted someone in January, but he couldn't get who he wanted. And obviously you have
Jorginho. He already flipping spent 200 and something million, so he should have prioritized. But he should have prioritized somebody. He should have prioritized somebody to do that role. Like, when I look at my team, we needed to prioritize someone to do the defensive midfield role, and we were looking at Jack Grealish the whole time. Do you know what I mean? And Jadon Sancho. Like, man are prioritizing the wrong positions. It don't make no sense. You don't spend 80 odd million on a Kai Havertz to then not make sure that the team's not ready made for man to walk into and do the business immediately.
I think a lot of people feel that Kai Havertz was more of a club signing, long-term target. Every now and then, Chelsea have these club targets that they have, whether it's a Kai Havertz, a Fernando Torres, a Shevchenko, and they do tend to get one of those every window if they can.
You mean an Abramovich signing? That's
an Abramovich signing. And the thing is with Kai, although I do understand the point you're making that we should have went for someone that deeper, like a Fabregas, someone that like that in that mold, to play next to Kante, which they were targeting, but maybe it wasn't the top priority. Havertz was and is still one of the best young talents on the planet. Do you know what I mean? He was spoken about very highly in Germany. And when you have a free hit in a window where Real Madrid can't pay, Bayern Munich can't pay, Barcelona can't pay, Man City's not in the running, it's very rare that you're going to ever get that again for a player of his level. So you have to really sometimes just bite the bullet and say, yeah, it's not perfect, but let's just go and get him while we can, because usually Chelsea are not really going to compete with a Real Madrid for a player like that.
Mad thing. Super chat. both should be dropped. Havertz is a hologram, and so far his only good game was against decent team was against Sevilla. And I saw he bagged that hat trick in a carrier bag cup or something against who did he play? He was at Middlesbrough or something. One of them.
Barnsley.
SC Dons or something.
You see, he had the suburb. I just remember the red kit in it, man. SC Dons. Bro, nah, bro. You know what I mean? Don would have changed it at half time. There's no way, fam.
I'm happy for Havertz to Havertz or Werner to be dropped, to be honest. I'd say out of the two of them, I'm probably dropping Werner first. But well, do you know what? It doesn't even matter, to be honest, because both of them have been so poor. I can make a case for both of them to be dropped. If we had the players available, which I'm hoping potentially we do, Hudson-Odoi could be back. Then I would probably drop the both of them, because I think it doesn't even do them any harm to come off the bench, especially against West Ham. We don't have a great record against them as well. They like to come at us a lot. Spam crosses, yeah. It's literally just spam crosses right now, 100%, and it needs to change. We need
my club, man. Both their managers are moving.
That's what I mean, you man. What the hell is going on at you man's football? You know what's funny? Yeah, Arsenal thing is more for me. It makes more sense because they just don't have good players, isn't it?
And we're just doing nonsense. Yeah,
and you're doing nonsense. It makes sense.
Lightly, I don't think we should let Arsenal off that lightly.
No,
we shouldn't be let off lightly. We shouldn't be let off lightly. We get onto Pepe.
We're getting back to Arsenal, blood. But I'm saying you man spent peas.
At least you grab the trophy.
Pepe 70 million.
That's on one brother. Like, honestly, I swear Pepe's done more than Havertz.
Gabriel's come in, Tierney's come in, Partey's come in.
Pepe's done more than Havertz.
The very little pennies we have, we've mismanaged it. We all know Kroenke.
Arsenal got better players than they give him credit for.
None of our signings have been good, and now we've got a manager that's out of his depth and free to his devices. What concerns me about Arsenal, and what I actually get jealous of Chelsea. You look at Arteta; he's new in his role. Edu's a fair novice, and you've got Vinay, who's in his role. There's 3 novices, not really with experience around them, free to their devices, and we've got an owner that isn't involved. That's why it's never going to get better. At least with Chelsea, Roman don't lie down for too long. Like Lampard, I genuinely feel there's genuine pressure on him. He's got to justify, as we said, with Havertz and all of them sort of players, why he needs to perform. With us, why it's different, I don't genuinely see any pressure on Arteta. If he's putting it on himself, cool. But when I hear them keep defending him, I'm not saying they shouldn't, but they keep defending him. They say his role is untouchable. You've made him a manager. Our situation is different to Chelsea's, because Chelsea's can be, I'm not going to say it can be turned very easily, but it can be done on a football field. We can have an uptake in form, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to be talking about the same old things. And I'm not even getting at Arteta, because Arteta goes tomorrow, a prime Pep Guardiola can walk into this club. Jurgen Klopp, it's not going to change, Carl. The people at the top don't give a crap about it. We're a mess. Like, it's a mess. And why I get onto Arteta, like I was going to say with the parallels at Chelsea, they were both midfielders. I can't understand why you haven't got that lock on the key. I don't see what both teams are trying to bring. Lampard's probably got more of his DNA. I genuinely don't see what we're doing. Bad players is one thing, but I don't see it. Like I don't. The pivots are dead. The roles are dead. Like even the goal we conceded against Southampton, Gabriel stepping out for no reason. El Nene's tried to slide. Ceballos isn't there. Everything that we ended the season with, I don't know what happened last summer, but it's just all gone. Maybe it was just a bounce, and then Arteta's just not able to get to them or revealed himself. But it's a mazza, man.
But that's the thing, though. But man's talking about what the club's built in, what image and this, that, and the other. Bro, honestly, yeah. When I look at both your teams, I can't see what your managers are trying to do, blood. I can't. And I can't see what mine's trying to do. But we got better players, blood. I ain't going to lie. My players are wavy. Like, when I look at Chelsea, you lot spent bare piece. That's why I'm getting onto, man, bro. Because you spent Guala, bro. You man could have got Regulon for 20 million and you spent 50 million, on that Peaky Blinders like that flipping Zara Wayne Bridge, blood. Everyone was talking up Chilwell saying how wavy he was. I said, bruv, it's only a matter of time, And Anita had a full argument with man.
Very highly, I did want him, to be honest.
I like Chilwell, but
bro, man, were talking this guy through the roof, Man, I'm saying, like, man was the Essex Roberto Carlos and that. Man are
gonna have to warn it.
Washed. He is washed. I knew it. Like when I saw the money, when you spent 50 M's, and you lot talked it down to 50 M's, you lot thought you got a good deal on that. Leicester, bruv, in the trash can with the black gloves, bruv, they burnt it. I'm telling you, 50 M's for that. Hey,
I'm gonna give it time. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna firm it now. I'm gonna give it time. I still think
give it time, bro. This brother's adapted to the Premier League for years. He's English.
not chill. I'm talking about the overall picture, which is Chelsea.
I told man already. You see, yeah, after the Christmas turkey licks, yeah, flipping Thiago Silva, he's done, bro. I'm telling you, man ain't passing his MOT after Christmas. You know, he's an old man, fam. You see, and it gets cold and the joints start stiffening up. He's done, fam. He's done. Your team's mad, you know. Man got Havertz and that 80 million.
I'm confident.
80 million, blood.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still confident, you know.
Man like Oktoberfest and that. Them man just play in October and that. What him and Havertz, yeah.
We made a lot of new signings. We made a lot of new signings, 100%, but that doesn't never guarantee.
That's a mad thing, bruv. The best way to improve a football team, we've seen it from the best manager of all time, bro. You bring in players bit by bit, bro, and you have a good spine.
We had a dead team.
But when you sign 7 man, it was never going to be sustainable, bro. Because by the time these men get used to each other, you're gonna have to sell man because they're not performing.
I think it will work out, but I think it needs to take time. We had to do the clear out we did because we had bare deadwood. William, as you can see, deadwood. Pedro was getting old. Do you know what I mean? Who else was sold?
But you man knew this though. William's been getting old for a while.
Brother,
you bought Pedro old, so you should have had a contingency plan for that. You from even before you bought him, you should have known that he was replacing him.
They didn't have one. I had one in my head. I've been dreaming of the day that he left for like 3 years running straight. So I had a contingency plan in my head. But these
Hudson Odoi, blood, you know them ones there.
Yeah, 100%. But these brothers didn't want to let go, so. It's a massive. There's a team for a big pickup in the second half of the season, so I'm not too worried yet. There's individual.
Nah, bro. Like, trust me. You see this thing, this Chelsea. Oh, bro, man's loving it, fam. You know them ones because Lampard, bro, bare political, doing all these press conferences and all that. Told the lads you got to do better than that. Yeah, bro. BT Sport is coming for your Clark, fam. I see you, B. Because Roman, bro, you see them Eastern European man, they're ice cold, fam. Do you think man's gonna care about anything? Do you think man's gonna care about any of your deflected goals, blood? You're getting sacked. I'm telling you, man don't care about none of these goals. Man don't care about you lifting the Champions League. Man don't care about Premier League titles. Man don't care about that. This player just wants to win. Do you think man spent 200 million of his own hard-earned cash here to let this brother run you man into the floor? You man even finishing in the top 4, you know, with this kind of form. This is worrying because you haven't even played no one yet, blood. I swear down. When you look at who you've actually played, yeah, we should have beat you, yeah, but our manager bottled it and didn't go for it. Other than that, who have you man actually beat? Yeah, that's noteworthy in the Prem. No one. You got all the hard games to come, bro.
It's been a rough one still, I ain't gonna lie, but like I said, I'm confident second half of the season they'll pick up. I really actually think that they will step up. I think the players are still getting used to things. I think the second half of the season, the Havertzes will have less of an excuse. They would have had half of a season in the Prem in England to adapt themselves. You know, they're playing every 2-3 days as well, so they're not used to that. I'm sure in Germany they're used to a winter break. So you know, I'm giving them time. I always give new players a full season to get their shit together before I start really criticizing them.
But do they have a full season, bruv? Because bruv, I know your manager don't. I know he don't.
I honestly think he does. I think he does have a full season. I think he does.
Man like Allegri and these man jobless. It's not like there's not other man out there, bro. It'd be different.
We cannot go and get an Allegri. We need to continue to try and play attacking football. That can't run. If we're gonna go and get someone, you get Pochettino, but you don't get Allegri, in my opinion, at all.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Man said, "Hey, super chat. Kante is top 5 for Chelsea."
You don't want us to take your manager target?
Nah, bruv. Yeah, you ain't getting him though. It's calm. I'm not worried about that. Do you know what I mean? Pochettino knows about the heritage of our football club. You can't buy that, blood. You man are still playing football at Butlins, bruv. Look at your stadium. Was it a 40,000 later? What's man talking about? You know what I was there, man. Played at the O2 Indigo and that later. Man can't chat to my team. Come on, G. Man got the Holy Trinity outside, blood.
Hold on, why haven't Chelsea moved out of there?
Huh?
Why haven't Chelsea moved out of Stamford Bridge?
They tried to buy. They don't own the land, innit? So they can't buy the thing.
We're trying to stay in the same spot, but
so just build up as much as you can.
We're trying to stay in the same spot, but if you look around the location, there's a train line.
Yes, Calam.
And then there's houses alongside it, so it's a lot. It's a big thing.
Shopping center and that.
Yeah, but then we got it approved, and then COVID hit. So then go. Yeah, you can't build a stadium.
There you go. So it's mad. Man's talking about progressive passes, Kante, bro. Progressive just means forward, blood. What does that even mean, bro? Like, man are getting gassed off all this jargon, bro. You know them as these number crunchers, blood. Progressive passes, bro. Like, centre backs have got the most progressive passes. They just pass it to the number 6. So what, bro?
I'm not talking about the progressive passes, okay? I'm talking about splitting lines, bro. Like, watch the game.
That's making sure more attacking players don't have to drop deeper and come into areas. There's nothing wrong with saying that about Kante. It's not his skill set.
Yeah, that's the one thing. No stat can tell me that he's doing that. You're not. When I'm talking about progressive passing, you're switching play forward, or you're making easy, which any midfielder on at Chelsea level should be able to switch the ball across the field, or making passes where it's a short one in front of you to Havertz. That's not the. I'm talking about splitting lines. I'm talking about setting up chances from that position. Like I said, that's not his main role. But when that doesn't happen, then expect someone else to drop deeper. It shouldn't be Havertz. It should be Mount. But that is what's going on. Like I said, I don't take Kante out of the team because he's bringing us balance that we need for that defense. But that is why Chelsea are probably still looking at a 6 long term, because they want someone who's a little bit more well-rounded in that role where they can make those passes. So we'll see what happens with that. But you can't tell me Kante's making defense splitting passes, because you'd be lying. Yeah,
he's not. That's not his game. And I think anyone that actually knows what he is would know that that's not his game.
I don't want him to do it, because he wouldn't be doing it. He's not one of those guys.
Yeah, he wouldn't be doing it well. He wouldn't be doing it well, bro. So I think people need to understand what people are good at. Do you know what I'm saying? But again, that comes down to managers. Like, bruv, if you're a manager and you know you're going into a job, do you not assess the team and say, you know what, this is what I need to make it function, bro?
He did,
but like, neither of your managers did that, bro. Like, I swear to God, bro, Lampard couldn't have found out that he was getting the Chelsea job the night before.
Exactly.
Man got a bag of men and he had targets, bro, because Declan was one of them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And it looked like he got his first choice players pretty much for every position he wanted, barring Declan Rice, because he'd already spent.
That he said he wanted was Declan Rice, but it's not an excuse, because when you've signed that many players, like I said at the start of the season, I don't want to hear this team ain't playing well because they ain't got Declan Rice.
Yeah, but why can't he play Kovacic? Yeah, next to Kante then, bro.
He can't really make those passes either. If I'm honest, he's more.
He can't make those passes, but he can progress the ball a bit better, bro.
Yeah, he progresses the ball really with his dribbling and running beyond players, and that does cut up teams and cut up split lines, and that's another way to break through, and then it becomes a little bit more open. So I would play Cover. I think Cover's been really good since he's been playing with us. So I wouldn't. He took Cover out again. I wouldn't take Cover out again. He's probably one of our most important players at the moment. Even if you have to put Kai false 9 or wide right now, Cover's doing a lot for that midfield. So I'll put Cover in against West Ham 100%. Whether you drop Kai or not, but Cover needs to come back into that team 100%. And by the way, fan base underrates Cover to a stupid level. This fan base thought Cover was going somewhere. Cover ain't going nowhere, brother. One of the best ball. You're talking about ball progressors.
Yeah,
Cover's one of the best ball progressors in that team.
Hard to win the ball off, man.
The ball carrier as well. So people say, what does his dribbling do? Actually takes us from one phase to the next.
Bro, midfield players that can dribble, are the hardest players in the world to do anything about, bro.
Hardest players to find these days as well, man. He's really a ball carrier.
Why do you think Luka Modric was so wavy, blood? Modric could pass, but the way Modric could dribble, made him an absolute problem. Because you see, when you got someone in the middle of the park, that can carry the ball and draw people out of position, it's a problem, because you can intercept a pass, blood. You ain't intercepting Modric, blood. When he starts motoring, blood, and he goes past 3 man, like you have to engage him. If someone's running at you, you have to engage them, bro.
Yeah,
you know
it messes up their shapes, and then suddenly people are looking left, right. Where do we go next? Runners, and then if you've got runners, then it's down to you then to find that path to do. Do you know what I mean? And people underestimate what Kovac actually does. He draws fouls, he moves us up the pitch. And instead of having to go to right back, left back, and go up through there, you can go through the middle, get the ball to Kova. He's press resistant, he turns, he dribbles, and he takes you up the 10, 20 meters. And the next thing you know, the other team's on the back foot. So when people say, "What the hell does Kova's dribbling do?" Just watch it. Do you know what I mean? Because you could have used some of that in that game, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Super chat saying Frank Lampard shouldn't be a manager. Yeah, well, of course he shouldn't. Do you know what I mean? The geezer didn't even get a derby promoted. Now, Oli shouldn't be our manager. Arteta shouldn't be the Arsenal manager. But, bruv, this is where we're at, guys.
Mad.
This is where we're at, bro. This is the era of football. It's mad. I don't know what. I don't know who these men were sleeping with to get these jobs, blood. I don't know, fam.
I personally think for Arteta, he just went to Pep Guardiola's house and made him do the job application. He's literally, he's shagged it. I don't know how this guy was able to gas me. And the wickedest thing about Arteta, I know he looks like he needs to walk, but there's just some small something that makes you think he can turn this around. And as much as I'm onto Arteta and everything that we're saying is true, ultimately the buck stops with the manager. The players make me mad because they hide behind other players. They hide behind managers' shitness in the same way they did with previous people. There's too many people to, at least with Chelsea, there's clarity kind of who is to blame for what. With us, you can attribute some blame somewhere, but there's always where you've got to point fingers elsewhere. And it's like, whenever you've got too many chefs in the kitchen, like, is the meal ever going to be decent? That's where we're at, personally. And it ain't going to get better. It's a bit mad.
Yeah, it's nothing but facts, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's talking about that Pogba pass yesterday, bruv.
I agree.
Twitter and them, man, need to calm down, bro. You got to understand, yeah, that Pogba does that, yeah, about 4 times a game, bruv. Even when he's not playing well. He does stuff like that. It's just that man don't finish their food, yeah? So, man just start going on, like, say, this youth don't always be doing shit like that. Let's be real, bro. Like, every baller that talks about him says how unreal he is, yeah? And fans still want to give their little flipping... the little 2 cents and say he's dead food and he's this and he's that and compare him to man, yeah, that couldn't lace his boots, bruv. They know them ones. So the game is the game, innit, Matisse, bruv. Man said, was it? I swear you said you have Mount over Pogba, blood, with your whole chest, man.
I meant by that. And in our team, Mount starts in where Pogba. You wouldn't start Pogba where Mount is.
The political thing, man.
You need.
No, you're right. You wouldn't start him there, but Oli does. Furthermore, no, Oli starts him where you start Kante, blood.
Starts him deeper, but I still think he's better high up the pitch. He had a good performance in the double pivot, but that's not where I think he would be long term. If you release the shackles of Pogba in the number 10, this brother will drift right, dribble on the right, cross the ball. He can do everything on the wide areas like a winger. And then in the number 10, he can get closer to go and shoot. I don't buy this Pogba double pivot stuff because he's not consistent.
Nonsense. He's not a double pivot player, but
he's not consistent in the double.
Mason don't play in a double pivot. Mason plays where Pogba should be playing.
Yeah,
which is in the 8.
Yeah, but he's not consistent in the double pivot, and we know that.
Yeah, but in the 8, where Mason plays now, for you, man, Pogba would nyam his food.
Pogba would be playing where Havertz is playing. Mason would still play for the balance of the team, in my opinion. Because Mason would complement Pogba. Because Mason would do the running around, and Pogba wouldn't have to do.
I don't disagree with that. I would play Pogba as high up the pitch as possible. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, if I look at that Chelsea team right now, in the formation that Pogba likes to play in, my man likes to play in the 8, bruv, to the left, didn't it? So if that's the only spot that's up for grabs, then Mason Mount, is cutting the oranges at half time, mate, because you can't chat to fucking Paul Labile Pogba, mate. I'll tell you that for free. You know what I mean?
Listen, we'll move Mason to the right then, innit?
Are you moving like Lampard now? Well, you got to fit him in. Where you playing him right back?
The manager thing, man.
Even that, if Gallagher was at Chelsea, then Gallagher might take Mason's spot, or someone else can take Mason's spot. But what Havertz?
Gallagher, who the fuck is that, man?
the West Bromwich Albion.
Fucking Oasis or something, bruv. Like, who the fuck's Gallagher?
Real thing.
What's this guy talking about? Man's trying to pull out these little shinies from your Pokemon kit. Man. Who's Gallagher, bro?
Oasis.
Gallagher's a good player, but if you have a midfield of Havertz, Pogba, and Kante, that's getting ripped. I say that on my chest. You can't have a midfield with Havertz and Pogba. No chance. No way.
No. You wouldn't need to. Do you know that much? You can't have a midfield with Havertz and anyone right now, blood. Let's be honest, blood. He needs to sit the fuck down. It's mad for the guy right now. Good. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. But I'm not even just play FIFA, blood.
We just don't have someone to take Mount out the team for. Let's be real. If you
I hear that. But your argument was that you were not swapping, You're you.
I wouldn't. Do you know why? Because you, man, have that agent, that cuckoo agent running him. And I'm not having
come on, brother, man.
Bro, you're in the mud, fam.
I can't lie.
Man, doing acrobatics in the mud, bro. Like,
yeah. You're doing the Arteta thing. You're doing the Arteta thing post-game, deflecting, saying you still played well in that.
After one
agent, Conor Gallagher, I rate it. I respect it still, but you're moving bad.
One brilliant Pogba. We're trying to pretend like there's not hyper baggage that comes with the Pogba brand.
No, there is. Come on, man. Come on, man. Take them both down Hackney Marshes and give them both a football. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's stop. They don't do the political thing, man.
You're in the mud.
It has to be mud. When your agent's coming out before the Leipzig game,
you killed me.
Now we're talking about agents now, bruv. Hey, nah, Matisse is buffering, blood.
I respect it.
I'm keeping consistent.
You need to give this guy a full-time thing. You can't say he never draws a match.
Even at Liverpool, they wouldn't have him. There's a culture that top clubs are trying to build.
They would have him at Liverpool, blood.
There's a culture that top clubs are trying to build.
Bruv, listen, if he went Liverpool, he'll be their best centre back. Oh God, right now, blood.
Your opinions, however, yeah, there is a culture that football clubs are trying to build, and Pogba with his age, and we'll see how many clubs come in for Pogba because he's available. So we'll see what clubs come in.
You know what clubs will come in? The ones that can afford him. There's not very many, bro, because he's that. You know the ones there.
Brother, you can do this Pogba propaganda, but he's leaving, bro.
There's no propaganda, bro. Like it's facts. And seen it with your own eyes last night. It's not propaganda. When he 360'd my man and left him in a car park, that weren't propaganda, bro.
Brother, I rate
propaganda.
He's leaving, bro.
When man played a no-look laser pass over the top, to Martial French connection, that wasn't propaganda.
Like I said, I rate Pogba, but he belongs at Real Madrid.
Even if he belongs at Real Madrid and man's got him till the end of the season, that's fine by me, bro.
Oh,
you know that one's fine by me.
Because he's been in and out with Oli, so let's see if he's consistent.
He's fine by me, blood.
Not. Do you know what I mean? 1 minute we're having issues, 1 minute we're not. It's up and down.
That's fine, blood. We might sign Gallagher, blood. You know that, man. We'll sign Gallagher then to replace Pogba, blood. Man, like Gallagher, who does he play for, blood? Man, we'll look him up still. Career mode.
Like, he's a baller still. He's got heart. He's a baller still. Gallagher's
can't. He's got heart.
He hasn't got heart. No, he's a baller, but he's a heart done. Blood on the sleeves, run about, mash and work. You know, I respect it. He's a baller. He used to bully Arsenal's youngers, but I mean, he ain't no Billy Gilmore and that. And he's them get stuck in, man.
That's the point. We have Billy Gilmore. That right there.
This guy gets stuck in, man. He can have a future at Chelsea, but he's easily one of them guns that could easily be sold for a profit.
That's actually a better example. Billy Gilmore could replace Mount in that team. If you're looking to replace him, then Billy Gilmore would play in that position.
Like Happy Gilmore, blood, but he's not playing either, is he?
He just come back. I would put Billy Gilmore in Mount's position.
No, he's the White Hudson Odoi. You man have been talking about this geezer for ages. Where is he?
He's a baller.
That's what you lot said about Patrick Bamford. Remember all the Bamford gas that man was getting, bruv? I thought this guy was the next Alan Shearer when you were talking about him.
Let's talk about Martial. What's going on?
Well, he scored last night, bro. That's one more goal than flipping.
What
hey, bruv, I'll tell you what. He scored more recently than flipping finding Timo, mate. You know what I mean? Finding Timo.
No. Listen, Martial has a Ballon d'Or clause in his contract. You can't arrive in December. Let's talk. What's going on? We talk about. Hold on. We talk about Werner. We talk about Kai. Let's talk about Martial. Let's talk about Martial. You got a Ballon d'Or in your contract, and you're arriving in December. Where's he been? Where's he been? Where's he been? Because we was doing things on Twitter about shots on target. Why is he only turning up now in December? Santa and then he came before Martial came this Christmas. What's going on? Where's Martial been?
The business end of the season. That's why we're above you.
Nah, it's not a business end of the season. It's a situation where a man's got a Ballon d'Or in his contract and he's only turning up in December. I want to hear why.
You got a game in hand, bruv, and them Chelsea man got their dick in their hand, bruv. I'm telling you. That's what it is, bruv. That's what it is, bro.
I want to hear what Martial's been doing.
Looking down at you, man, from the top, bruv. I'm telling you, we're looking down.
You just went above. Do you know what? Yeah, I can't.
The game in hand, bro.
I can't wait for the next poor run of Oli, so we can see the Oli.
Game in hand. I can't wait for it either, blood, because then Poch is gonna come in, and we're still gonna finish above you. It don't matter.
Really now, really. Bruv, so you're finishing with Oli in charge.
Let's go, bro.
I want this on record. Are you finishing?
This is on video. I don't care. Listen, I wasn't confident until I realized how much of a scrub Lampard is.
The Oli out stuff's got to stop, surely, because he's a good manager.
You don't have to be a good manager to be better than Lampard, bro.
Is he finishing?
You don't have to be a good manager to be better than Lampard, bro. I'm telling you, Lampard is a scrub.
Is Oli finishing top 4?
He's Tim Sherwood, with a maths GCSE, blood. That's what he is, bro.
Is Oli finishing top 4?
Oh man.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to say it. You know.
I said you're not, so it doesn't matter. We're still pushing about you, man.
You have to get rid of them Ollie out emojis on
You, man,
no, you can't be telling me this. You told me before not finishing top 4.
Oh, you man have got Timo Ratta, yeah, and flipping Dry Havertz, blood. Man ain't worried about you, man. Honestly, and Frank Lampard, what's he gonna do? Make a tactical change, bruv? Has that ever happened?
You got the French Soldado up front, from Martial. What's going on?
You know what I mean? What is it? Second most open play goals in the Premier League last season. I'm not bothered. Man scored 17 goals. I'm not worried about
goals last season too.
I'm not worried about Martial, bro.
That game. Werner was getting goals last season as well.
I'm not worried about Martial, blood.
Martial's been here for time.
Who's your striker?
Henry.
Man, I got Jamie Abraham up front, blood. Man's hoping for a new contract.
Martial was the next Henry. Rashford better than Mbappe. Pogba.
You man got some guy at Adebayor up.
Generational talent. Maguire, Henderson, next big thing, but yeah, he's choking against his old club, probably trying to get them points. We got Luke Shaw, McDonald's trips. You know what I mean?
I don't care.
What's going on?
I don't care, bro. You got that flipping pepperoni and goal. What's his name? Mendy.
Ollie's been in charge. Ollie's been in charge longer than Lampard. Ollie's tricky red should be in the title charge. What's going on?
Bruv, we're above you in the league. You better with the game in the hand, and you man got the dick in the hand, bruv. You man are just playing with yourself. We're playing football, fine, blood. Did you see man's goal yesterday? 360 panoramic blood. He's one man. Beyblade City, blood. That's
you're playing against my Wi-Fi passwords in the Europa League.
Bruv, Pogba spun man, bruv. Yo ting, walk the dog, fam. That's what happened.
Why didn't you spin them in the Champions League when it mattered? Why are you guys?
Rashford threw on goal, finished his food, something that you dream of. You're German Donner, blood, playing from the left wing, blood. You're German Donner.
You guys have been relegated to European seconds competition. I want to know. There needs to be answers for this. Why? If you're such a great team, what are you doing in Europe?
It all started over Mason Mount, you know. This is why I'm scared. This is why I'm scared.
I want to know why. Because you, man,
I'm not fighting for Mount, you know. You've had Lampard, by like Jogba, and you're fighting for Mount.
Hold on. Rashford is better than kick and run Mbappe. Martial's got a Ballon d'Or in his contract. He's better. He's great. Greenwood's generational. Pogba's better than De Bruyne. But Bruno's winning man the matches. Why are you guys in Europa League? I want to know why. What's going on?
What would it, bro? But on any given Sunday, yeah. But on any given Sunday, yeah.
What the players, no?
You on the table, blood.
What about the players? What about the players get no blame?
Great players.
Well, your ones, no?
Yeah, better than yours. Love them.
So why in Europa League?
Love them. Because the manager didn't
You're out of mate.
Listen, if we went to beat Leipzig, yeah, from the beginning, we would be in the Champions League, factually. We started with 5 at the back and didn't go for it.
You didn't.
Yeah, because the manager picks the team, not the players.
But once the team picked, was it not a strong team? Hold on. What team did you pick?
We had Fred and McTominay.
Team.
On the bench, bro. We played 5 at the back, bro. We played Luke Shaw and Tellers, bro. Luke Shaw left.
It weren't an under-3 team. It weren't an under-3 team.
It doesn't matter, bro. This is Leipzig, bro. Do you know what I mean? That manager might come and take
Manchester United. This is the field of dreams.
Might come and take Lampard. You never know, bro. You know what I mean? He's better dressed, better manager. You know them ones.
What are we doing now?
I mean, Lampard can link up with the England contingent, bruv. I told man already, man. BT Sport, him, Michael Owen, Rio Ferdinand, Paul Scholes. You know what I mean? Them man can share a lunch table finally, bruv. Now Fergie's not in the picture. You know them, man. Them man can all sit down, have a nice little pat lunch on the table, talk about the good times when they weren't allowed to be friends. Do you know what I mean? No, it's all good, bruv.
I don't want to hear no Man United fans in the chat talking about money and Maguire. Until you sell that fridge, I don't want to hear none of that. I'm not. What do you mean defending Maguire? Maguire's trash. What are you talking about? Ain't nobody defending him. Until you man can't talk about peas until I see Maguire at your team. Please defending Maguire. Please, I told you Maguire's not the guy.
We take Maguire out, we're still better than you.
I told you Maguire's not the guy. I told you that you need to sell Maguire. You can't.
Rubbish, bro. You need to sell Havertz, blood.
Don't try it.
You need to sell Werner as well, blood. Hey, fam.
Burner.
You might even need to sign that, sell that pepperami in goal as well and bring check back. You know that was there, bro.
Nah.
Me, bro. I'm on your neck, blood. You need to borrow that helmet from your goalkeeper, blood.
Brother, like I said, my new signing.
Borrow that helmet.
My new expensive signing. A lot less than your new expensive acquisition in Maguire. So no, Maguire,
dead, bro.
You want to get on the You were robbed.
The juice is turning blue, man. I'm seeing the Chelsea badges pop out.
You man were robbed of 80 million squadinis from Maguire,
bro.
Maguire,
it was the same burner phone that they stuck you up for.
More Maguire and the Liverpool Van Dijk. You man were robbed from Maguire, and you want to talk about money circulation?
Nah, oi, we got robbed. I know we got robbed, but I'm not trying to get my money.
I'm waiting for your man to turn up.
Bro, Maguire's never turning up. I'm not waiting for him to turn up. I'm resound to what we have, blood. I know.
It's not going to take a lot longer than 12 games for me to start saying that. Kepa don't belong to this football club, by the way. I don't know who Kepa is. All right. It's going to take a lot longer than 12 games before Havertz starts coming out my mouth as like a must sell and whatnot. Nah, it's long.
You are drowning, blood. Man said drink water, blood. You know what I mean? Take a break. You know, like
he's
that.
fighting. He's fighting under 23 Tottenham players, so he's getting.
Yeah, he's even mad. He's
30 odd million, blood.
I don't even consider the Chelsea player. He's something else, man. He's a free agent from that still wears our kit.
He's just on the
He's a free agent that's still wearing our kit. Do you know what I mean? He's just as far as
different.
He's just a fanboy, fam. He just puts on the training kit every day and comes in like as if he's a fan, fam. He beefing with 16-year-olds and under 23s. I'm not involved. That brother
that's what I'm saying. So it's a mad thing, bro. I'm just saying, yeah. Arsenal been getting so much stick this season that man are just forgetting, that Chelsea are just out here slyly dying, bro. Like, bro, man's talking about our biggest flops. I swear you spent 70 odd million on that goalkeeper that you're now trying to claim your illegitimate goalkeeper. Like, I'm not the daddy in that, bro. That's your youth, blood. 70 million, bro. But then spaghetti.
You'll come around, bro. You'll come around. You gotta give it time.
Listen, bro.
Would you take
trying to get him out the club? You can't even get him off the pitch for a substitution, blood. You're trying to get him out the club. He ain't leaving.
Last season.
8-year contract, blood. He's sleeping at your fucking training ground.
I guarantee you, last summer when we signed these two players, you were jealous. 100%.
Who?
You 100%.
Who? Havertz? No.
Jealous.
I was jealous of Havertz.
No, I wasn't jealous of Werner. I just couldn't believe it. I didn't believe you were going to sign him because of the season he had and how much they were saying he was going to be worth. As for Werner, bro, I thought he was getting Liverpool and I didn't care.
Did you want Havertz though?
No, bro, because you don't fit man's system, bro. Like, bro, we've got Pogba who's an attacking player, yeah? I'd rather see Pogba in that area than Havertz.
Pogba's leaving, bro.
I don't care, but he's here now, bro.
You got to start
now, though.
Bro, you gotta let it go. You gotta let him go.
I got Bruno Fernandes, bro.
Hey, this content should not be free, man.
I've got Bruno Fernandes. Man are talking about Kai Havertz, blood.
Brother, start writing the card. Start saying goodbyes. He's gone. Do you know what I mean? Start waiting.
He's here now.
You know, I've done it with Eden Hazard. You let him go early. The pain is easier in the long run. I did it with Eden Hazard. Do it early.
I hear that. But bruv, until Hazard said his last goodbyes, you man was still celebrating Hazard goals, blood, and everything. You get me?
You know what I mean? I gave myself months of preparation. You got to do the same thing with Pogba. Do you know what I mean?
So what happened to all the goals and assists he got? Did you give it to someone else, or did he get?
No, we love it, cherish it and whatnot. But like I said, you got to stop talking about Pogba like he's staying because he's not. We know this.
I'm just talking about Pogba like he's better than your players. I'm not saying about staying or leaving, blood.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I would expect. Is he 27? 27.
Kai Havertz, yeah. By the way, Kai Havertz, woke up in Bruno pajamas this morning.
Brother, this is like me comparing my experienced players to Greenwood or something. Like, of course, Pogba's meant to be better than Havertz. He's 27.
Havertz been playing first team football, bro.
He's
been playing first team football. Hey, Greenwood came from the reserves last season, bro. And
Pogba's in his prime. Pogba's in his prime, bro. He's in his prime. Of course, he's meant to be better than Havertz. That ain't no disgrace.
All right, cool. All right, sorry then. Greenwood's better than Havertz. Cool.
All right, They ain't in the same position. You're just
Man, we got more Premier League goals, blood. I don't care.
Like, bro,
Probably got
you
more
were
Premier
the
League assists
I
as well.
thought you wasn't a stats guy. I thought you said you liked the beautiful game. What's going on?
Bruv, there's nothing more beautiful
run away
than
with the
Mason
roof,
Greenwood
bro.
laying down the Premier League while your guys stinking the place out. I swear down.
He's on a thing. He's on a break.
Bruv, Havertz ain't even on the team sheet. Man just sneaks into the team,
Pogba's taking breaks. Pogba's
Man just
taking breaks.
sneaking onto the pitch. Sneaking onto the pitch, you know. Later.
Like I said, if Martial can take breaks, Werner can take breaks. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I said the German James Charles.
Keep this coming, you know, because I swear next season when we do this show, you know, it's a different thing with Havertz. I can't wait.
It is blood. When he's on loan at Mönchengladbach, I swear down. It's romantic. Bro, listen, Mönchengladbach on loan, fam. That's what it's gonna be, fam. That's played in the Europa League, fam. It's coming. That's what's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen. I don't care, blood.
This fantastic Mönchengladbach.
That's what's gonna happen, bro. Trust me, bro. Listen, don't want it with me.
Always fun, fam. United fans, fam. Telling you,
this, bro.
Up and down. Mad bipolar Man United fan, fam.
Bruv, I told you, man. Yeah, listen. You see, when my team are actually doing well, no one can't chat to me. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you support, bruv. If you support Real Madrid, your team's shit. If you support Barcelona, your team's shit. Honestly, when my team's ahead of both of yours now. And bruv, game in hand as well, Matisse, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? You need to get out that cloth, bruv. Wipe off them glasses because it's a long season for you. You're gonna have to watch Lampard in that dugout, fam.
I'm calm.
Until he gets that BT Sport call up, you're gonna have to deal with it, fam.
Brother, as long as you got Ollie, you ain't going nowhere. So it's not a problem for me. We can all
We can all
piss in.
We're still ahead of you, so it's fine.
Brother, we can all piss into each other's faces, but we're all getting pissed on each other regardless.
It's true.
It's true. Man.
It's true, man. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Ain't nobody sitting here going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
We're not going nowhere, bro.
Hey, this is how you just go enjoy the vibes, man. Like I told you, I'm just happy we scored a goal from open play and got a point.
No, but you're right, bro. We're not going nowhere, yeah. We're not going nowhere fast. But bro, we're still ahead of you.
Everybody sit tight. It's the battle for fourth between the three of us. Let's everybody sit tight. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
I didn't know, but I'm minding my own business. But like I said, I'm happy my team got a point. They scored a goal. I'm dealing with my under 12 Sunday League team.
How is his team? How are you getting away with this? Yeah, it's probably
because I know my team's dead. You're out here trying to puff out your chest. You just got. I can accept it. I know my team's not smoking.
You know what?
Whatever you say about us, Matisse, when we lost Butchie, lot, what happened? That's all I got to say. Like, what happened? As robbed as we are,
you're the FA Cup merchants, isn't it? So I don't worry.
We can take that. We can take that, but we still lost to us. You lost to a man that can't manage.
Let me deep this.
Listen, like you said, get in at Arsenal. Don't get at Arsenal because you're getting bullied. It's not going to make you feel better. We lose to Burnley and them thing there. It's not a stripe to beat Arsenal anymore. It's not a stripe. Burnley beat us.
I'm not going to stick you on you.
You can't because we're dead. Like, but we still beat you. Like,
let me deep this. Because by that time when you beat us, Arteta was doing his angles and juju and whatnot. So let's leave that. Listen, let me deep this.
I can take it in dead. You want to go down fighting? Like,
hold on. It's a psychological thing. Rants is so happy that Chelsea dropped points. That's how you know Chelsea are on smoke this season. Because you
drop points. I'm happy because anyone can drop points, but you man are acting with shit.
For someone that knew Chelsea weren't good, why are you so excited? You should be expecting this, but you're mad happy about it because you know Chelsea have got a good team and we're coming back. That's what I'm saying.
No, you know what it is. I'm just happy, that your manager's worse than mine, bro.
Bro. No.
Because I thought I was suffering on loan, blood. Well, and now I've got to watch you, man, spend 200 M's, yeah.
Not often that Chelsea's the mind. You know I mean? At the end of the day, I can strip it back down to the bare basics if I have to get down and dirty with the dogs for the last part of my defending myself. You man ain't won a Prem since Sir Alex left. And until that happens, I don't want to hear nothing. Do you know what I mean?
You can take that. But the same logic is you're not accepting what other people are saying. Like
until I see you man bounce back to win stuff, you don't get trophies for second, third, fourth. You can finish wherever you want. Till you win the Premier League. Since Alex Ferguson's left,
get the words out.
It's done.
Get the words out.
Nah, you're spot on, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie. You don't get trophies for all that, bro, and you also don't get trophies for spending over 200 million, bro, and doing fuck all, mate. You know what I'm saying? You don't, innit?
We've all spent our money. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to Sanchez, when it comes to when it comes to Ibra, when it comes to Di Maria, when it comes to Falcao, when it comes to all these
spent more on
fucking Harry Maguire,
blood. And what did it matter?
We all spend money. Yeah, you man spent your money too. Nothing happened. So now it's our turn. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, it is happening, bro. It is happening, bro. With the neck, you man are looking up, bro. With the game in hand, bro. I told you, man.
Brother, you man in the comments can pretend like I'm getting violated, but you ain't won a Premier League title since
Kings Road.
Kings Road, Sherwood.
Man, replied to internet people. Man, replied to internet guns.
I'm only speaking facts when I say that. Do you know what I mean?
Trust me. See, when my team are doing well, man's on smoke, bro.
Man said you turned Matisse into Southgate.
That's what I'm saying, bro. No, I'm saying, man, throw you an umbrella. Man's looking real like Steve McLaren out here now, fam. This is what man done to you, brother. And this is what happened. You see, when my team on smoke, this is it.
I can't wait.
This is it.
You know what, yeah, I'm not gonna go easy next time you man drop.
Bro, listen. United flopped. United flopped only round the corner. United flopped round the corner, bro. But listen, I'm immune to it. You man are genuinely optimistic about this manager. That's why I'm dying.
Can't use that.
Me and these Arsenal man already kind of know what they've got.
Yeah, we know it, man. It's over.
But you man actually think you're good,
no, Rants. You can't play that. If you're gonna be happy now, hold the energy when you man are losing, fam. You can't be out here saying,
I love my players. I hate my manager, bro. Like, oi, you man on Twitch, put out the Ollie out emotes, blood. Show him what time it is, please.
Nah, bro, you gotta get behind the process, man.
Frank ain't beating a team above 12 this year, bro. Wow. Above 12, you know.
That's not none of my business.
Later, bro. Later.
This guy's a legend.
That means you haven't beaten a team in the top half of the table, blood. If my mathematics are correct.
If that's not the case at the end of the season, cool. He did beat big teams last season.
So nearly Christmas, blood.
The second half of the season, if he's played everyone and that's still going on, cool. I'll answer to that. But right now, last season he didn't have this issue, so I can't. There's got. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it cannot be that the man is shooting big teams.
You got a 50 million striker and a creative midfielder, blood, but man ain't creating nothing but memes, fam. What's man doing?
He's adapting, bro. You know where it goes with these big money signings.
Adapting to what, blood? The grass is green and the goal's the same size, blood.
Take that time with it.
What's he adapting to?
Go ahead, fam.
You know, like that, Frank Allardyce, man, are saying it, bro. Thunderball Frank, I'm telling you, blood. Thunderball on Wednesday, lottery on Saturday, blood. Man's gambling out here. Streets, blood. Man got the little small pen, blood. You know, like that, the little small lottery pen. Yeah, man, like Frank. Yeah, come on, G. I don't care, bro. Chef Rants
trust me, this is on scraps.
This is what it is.
If only Werner and them, man, they were like that, man.
At the playground back in school, you got to scrap with what you got to scrap with. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, bro. I respect your resilience, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Resilience.
I'm not gonna
turn up for this
turn on my team and turn on my manager now. And then end of the season, things start looking good and these men start clipping me up. Now I'm confident. Let's hold the energy until the end of the season, man.
You heard it here first. This player's confident. Lampard as the manager.
I hold him until the end of the season minimum. So let's see what go on. Let's see what happens.
I hear all of that, bruv. What's your next games anyway, you man? Who Arsenal got?
Everton on Saturday, Lord help us, and then Boxing Day we've got this guy.
If we lose to DG, Lord, I'm gone.
Wait.
If you man lose to Arsenal, Matisse, bruv,
you
need to deactivate for like at least like 2 weeks, blood. Because really, man said he's confident, and then man could end up losing to the Lego man, blood. If you ever lose to Arteta,
Arsenal,
he's already lost to Arteta, man.
Nah, but that's we're doing the angles and whatnot in press conferences. Confused us.
Yeah, man.
You still had doing the philosophy and shit back then. It was long.
You man are on, brother. I'll tell you what, your team, bruv. I'm not gonna lie, Matisse, bro. Like the pressure's on you, man. Like literally, I'm glad, you know. You see us, everyone. Remember back in the day, everyone used to talk about how much money United spend. Everyone's watching our pockets, you little broke bums, yeah. Now you see you, man, yeah. Now, bruv, it's your turn. Your turn. Everyone's watching your pockets now, bruv. Everyone's watching it, bruv. Kings Road, Rolls Royce ting and all that, yeah. Say nothing, bruv. Do your thing, innit?
This brother said I'm trying to defend the white Benteke. You man are taking
bruv, I'm telling you, bruv. So now you man need to do your thing, Matisse. That's all I'm saying, bruv. Because listen, everyone's gonna be on you man's neck if you don't do it.
You know what I mean? I'm not sweating.
Everyone's going to be on you lot's neck. I'm not even going to lie to you. 100% on you man's neck because, boy, it's getting peak for you, man.
I'm going to hold it.
So this weekend, who have you got?
We got West Ham.
What's that?
West Ham.
Ooh, Derby day and that, bruv. Oh, you man could lose that as well.
That's on the Monday, isn't it?
Back to back Derby days. So West Ham, then Arsenal, then Aston Villa.
What is that on Monday?
Yeah, Monday. So we've got Arsenal, right, and then a day break, and then Aston Villa. It's madness. I think everyone must have that then, but it's mad.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Super chat in here, bro. Talk the things, bro. Man said he spent 250 M's and your best player is still Kante, bro.
Give it time with it. Give it time.
I don't know, bro.
The new signings are flop just because they didn't get all off to the. I don't want to have to be the guy that calms everyone down, but players take time to adapt to a new league, my guys. Do you know what I mean? You got to give it time. Not everybody just gonna hit the form running immediately. Do you know what I mean? Because all you man in the chat, and you man are gonna be looking incredibly stupid now if Havertz does a good thing in the next couple of years. Do you know what I mean? So let's just give the brother. Let's just give the brother some time. Do you know what I mean? It's a new league. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. I'm calm. I ain't waved the white flag. If I waved the white flag, man would have been saying Lampard out. But I'm calm.
You're doing the Xhaka thing where Xhaka started swearing at the fans now in the comments, man.
Yeah, I have to stick it in the comments. They're all Man United fans, isn't it? So I know what I'm at.
No, but they're not though. That's what I'm saying. But they're really not though. That's the thing. There's Arsenal fans there. There's Chelsea fans there. There's Liverpool fans there.
Chelsea fans that weren't talking all this grease a couple of weeks ago when Chelsea were doing well. So I'll remember your names in it when we're doing well.
So, which team will win the Premier League next between them three? Bruv, based on who's the most ambitious, it would have to be Chelsea.
Yeah. Chelsea,
definitely not us.
You can't, because at least we do know Roman don't stand for no shit. United have been pissing about since Alex Ferguson left, and Arsenal, them brothers are talking about relegation closer to title. So that's not even a discussion. You don't even need to put that man's name in there. Take that out. Let's be real.
No, you're right. Yeah. That's one thing I would say, bro. But it's not going to be this year.
In that regard.
No, like that. So now it is what it is, bro. Man said you're doing up mountain, inshallah, blood. That's what you're doing, bro.
Liz, that's what you're doing. Man, just talking positive things into existence.
You know what? Them brothers in front of Harry Redknapp, them West Ham fans had the same comments on Frank Lampard. I'm not saying Mason Mount's going to be that level. I'm just saying Mason Mount's got a long career ahead of him. So let me just keep my mouth shut.
He definitely does have a long career ahead of him. You lot smashed the like 1.3K inside here. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting to see Wagwan, innit? It's going to be interesting to see Wagwan this weekend, bro, because it's tough games for everyone. Leeds United, tough game as well.
You got Leeds?
Yeah, bro. Leeds United. It's at home though, so
that's a big
one
game.
Of them. That's a big game, bro. That's a hard game as well. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what team I'm gonna pick. It's gonna be a bit of a mad one. That's gonna be tough, bro. So really, until it could all fall down, blood. It could all fall down, but I don't think it will.
Elbow for lady. What is going on? Kai Travesty, you man in the comments are rough with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Man, I'm sticking it all over, man.
I said I'm on Chelsea payroll. Behave yourself.
What's that?
I said I'm on Chelsea payroll. I'm not saying a bad word. Behave.
Brother, it might just be that, blood. You know,
it might be, you know.
Might just be that, bro. Because I swear, you've been fighting for them, boy, harder than the players.
Yeah.
Behave yourself.
Yes, massa.
Hi, my brother.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You man, smash that.
On contract. Behave.
Get the likes up, blood. Before we wrap up, yeah, what's this FIFA Team of the Year, this 11 thing? Did you man see it?
I didn't.
11, but I heard Lewandowski won a thing. Klopp won Manager of the Year.
You man, put the FIFA Team of the Year in the chat.
Son got Puskas. I think Rashford won something.
Son's a bad boy, blood.
Yeah, that was
Son's a bad boy.
I think Trent's in Team of the Year as well.
Yeah, let me see this thing, bro. 1 second.
Some of these comments are mad. The pizza was just fine, George. Do you know what I'm saying? No spice. Mild.
Leave the comments alone, my guy, man.
I love the comments. Always interact.
All right, cool. Here's this thing, bruv. All right, Alisson in goal. Cool, fair enough. Trent at right back. Understandable. Ramos, Van Dijk, understandable. Davis, understandable. Thiago hasn't really played any football, so I don't understand that.
Must be off the back of the Bayern Munich thing.
Yeah, it must be. And if that's the case, Kimmich, De Bruyne, cool, understand that. Messi, Lewandowski, Ronaldo, cool, I understand it. That makes complete sense.
For once,
It
usually
makes complete sense. I wouldn't argue anyone. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, Neymar's not there, but that could just be down to injuries and that.
Yeah, he was Champions League final last year, wasn't it? PSG.
I would. The only change I would make: take Thiago Silva out of that and put Thomas Muller and change that formation because Thiago.
I'm trying to get Neymar there.
I'm trying to get Neymar in there still because
I'm sure Neymar should be there.
If Neymar got to the Champions League final, yeah, but again, Cristiano always gets put in there anyway. You know them ones.
It's like take Kimmich out and just
and play Neymar, but brother, I don't know, bro. Neymar probably the only player that you could say that should be in there that's not in there.
Yeah. Oh, Gnabry as well. Just hit me.
I know, but his name ain't sexy. You know them ones. Them man have gone for the sexy names, innit?
Yeah,
that's what they've done, innit? And I get it.
The same club,
that's why they got the Bayern thing going on there with the Davis, etc. So yeah, I get it, bruv. But Neymar's got to be in there somewhere, bruv. He's got to be in there somewhere. Like someone has to go. I'd probably remove Thiago. It's not balanced, but the team's not meant to be balanced. You know them ones. It's just
it's just starting.
I think Thomas Muller was a bit more effective than Thiago.
That's what I mean. And look, Neuer won best goalkeeper, but he wasn't in the best 11. But see what I mean with this thing? It's a mad thing.
It does not make sense, man.
It's not making sense. Obviously, Flick, got robbed.
He didn't even get it.
He didn't even get it, bruv. Klopp got it, but I swear he won like the treble or something. Or the quadruple or something.
He took over a year ago. Apparently, he's got more trophies. He's won more trophies than he's lost games at Bayern Munich. So you got to respect him. Like I'm not going to say and act like I knew exactly who he was before he took over, but that's why I respect him more. I mean, Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool claimed the title, but Champions League's the bread and butter, and they won everything. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Like I said, 5 trophies. He should have won that, in my opinion. But it's political, man.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a bit of a mad one, bruv. But yeah, I think the Thiago thing's the eyebrow raiser for me. No, I'm saying. Right, he said it, right? He said, isn't it about what a player wins in the season? It's true. Usually it is about that, bruv. You know what I mean? Apart from when it's CR7 and Messi, because that man just go in there by default.
Yeah, they're just there.
You could argue that you could take them both out of it, really. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could really.
Name on someone else.
If it was on footballing terms, because what they was on
footballing, but Barca didn't do shit last year, bro. They ain't doing shit right now.
Shit right now. Messi can't make it this year. Barca's shit right now.
But Messi still will make it though.
Yeah.
Then we're having a madness.
You could argue that Thomas Muller and Neymar need to be in there, bruv.
Yeah,
especially Neymar for me because they got to the final.
Yeah, Neymar and Thomas Muller, to be fair. It's a good point. Good shout.
But that's what I'm saying. Man saying Thiago was part of the treble winning team, man of the match in the final. Cool. You know what I mean? But you could argue that Ronaldo and Messi, shouldn't be in there, bro. CR7 won Serie A, so and Juventus win it every fucking year. So what?
With or without him, I'm sorry.
They wouldn't win it with or without him. They didn't win no Champions League. They didn't win no Champions League. So the man don't care about that. Do you know what I'm saying? Ronaldo and Messi, like, bruv, honestly, the only time we're gonna start seeing things getting judged on merit is when them two retire, bruv.
Yeah,
respectfully, blood, because some of the stuff that I see, is laughable. It's laughable, innit?
No sense.
You know them ones there. Like every time there's a conversation, them man just have to be in it. Do you see Ronaldo's face when Lewandowski won the thing? Bro, how did he ever think he was winning it? How?
I'm about to think in everything, innit? That's just the way his brain's wired.
Just sitting there with his arms folded like some man ate his last fucking yogurt from the fridge and that. You know, like that. It's just like, fam, you're a big man, you know.
Come on, man. I get there's a winner, you're a winner, but be a bit graceful, man.
Give Liver a medal, do you know what I mean? It's been Messi, Ronaldo every year. Give Liver something, do you know what I mean? Should be happy.
Listen, like my man said, as soon as CR7 and Messi, ain't at the peak of their game, their man are cancelling Ballon d'Ors and that. Fuck off, man. What? Do you know what I mean? That never happens. That never happens. If one of them two won the Champions League, do you think they would have cancelled that?
This is it.
Nah,
I get that we're meant to love players, but it's not even about it's just about voting for players and people just supporting players ridiculously and just condoning everything. It's ridiculous, man. Football's just moving mad, man. It's meant to be on what you're doing on the field, not reputation and past laurels, man.
This is it, man. Saying about high standards for Ronaldo. Yeah, that's all well and good, bro. You know them ones. But when your team lose, you don't have to cry, blood, and punch the floor, blood, like some little youth, blood. You're a big man. Imagine your child's watching you at home crying, blood, punching the floor like a little punk. You know them ones. And then when your youth's crying, you're gonna tell man to stop crying. Yeah, go clean your room. Allow it, bruv. The man saw you crying on TV, punching the floor, blood. Are you mad? Later. You know them ones. 3 man trying to drag you off the floor and that. A man's ripping the grass out the floor and that. Get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying, man? You have some flipping shame, bruv. That's what it is, bruv. You're on live TV with your arms folded, vex, you know, because the bread that deserved to win the thing actually won it. Allow it.
Literally.
Man United fans adore Ronaldo, man. You might piss off the cult, man.
Yeah, I don't care about them, man. Them man already know, blood. You know what I'm saying? Messi's better than man. Like, it's what it is. And
yo, why Man United fans say that?
Huh? What's that?
I never heard a Man United fan say that.
I know, because them man have got a blind loyalty to Ronaldo. I don't have a blind loyalty to him. You don't have a blind loyalty to us, blood. Man packed us and celebrated, blood. I don't care. You know, like that. Man packed us and celebrated. Allow it, bro. You know, like that. And now all of a sudden, man are just like, oh no, like it has to be Team Ronaldo. No, it don't, bro. Like he could have came back bare times if he wanted. He didn't want to. You weren't interested, mate.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? You weren't interested. We could afford him. He just didn't want to come back. And now you man are going to talk, bruv. Ronaldo just cared about winning. He didn't care about, bruv. He don't care about no one, nothing, blood, but winning, bro. That's it.
Winning
games. Know them ones. You always have a soft spot for the football club, but ultimately he just wants to win things, innit? That's why he never came back, because he knew United weren't competing.
Fair, I can't blame him still.
No, I mean, it wasn't about love, blood. So when man are talking this shit, come on, bruv. Allow it. I'm not trying to hear it, bruv. Bottom line is Messi's a different planet to this guy, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Ronaldo's a top footballer, but Messi's better than a top footballer. Messi's different. No, like that. So, like, the game is the game. And right now, Louis is moving mad, innit? He's moving mad.
Yeah, Louis deserved it.
He deserved it, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man said he's the GOAT because of the story. Man don't care about your fucking story, blood. You know, like that.
Everyone's got one, man.
Everyone's got a story. You know them ones there. Look at Messi's story, blood. Man was born a fucking elf, blood, and then man got a few injections, blood, and he's not making man in La Liga, blood. This man talking about the stories and that. You know, like that, bro. Whose story's better than Messi's, blood? Get the fuck out of here, man.
You're the master of shit talking. You know that.
I mean, it's the truth. Like, bro, man say, hey, bro.
Imagine you're in WhatsApp groups, you know. You're the master, fam.
Bro, man said, oh, Ronaldo's story. Ronaldo was born, yeah. Ronaldo was born, bruv. He grew up to be in a 6'2" man, yeah, without the help of hormones and that, blood. The man is saying Ronaldo's story, blood.
Man said he's the elf with injections. Oh my.
Bruv, man got hormones and that to still be short, blood. And Ronaldo is 6'2", blood. With a 12 pack. A man are telling me about fucking his story, blood. What about Messi's story, blood?
Get airtime because he doesn't talk.
But that's what I mean, man. Get the fuck out. I wouldn't be surprised if Messi can't even talk, blood. You know them ones. What the fuck, man? Nah, bro. Stop telling me about man's story and this emotional shit, bruv. Like, listen, we don't know Messi's story, bro. Know what I'm saying? When his family couldn't afford to pay for man's treatments,
leaving and moving as that 13, 14-year-old next country and that.
You know what I mean? The man's talking about Ronaldo's story because he was doing step overs with ankle weights at 2 a.m. I don't care about that, bruv. I don't give a fuck about that, bruv. Messi don't even need step overs, blood. Get the fuck out of here, man. Nah, bro. I'm not trying to hear it, innit? Allow the story thing, bro, man. Just emotional thing, bruv. Allow it. When football fans do this, it's annoying, innit?
Everyone's got one of them things.
Everyone's got a fucking story, mate.
Look at all them Brazilian guys, man.
Trust me, all of them got stories, blood, about they used to play barefooted and that.
Bro. They used to play football for burgers and soda and that. Roberto the same. Like,
bro, them man used to have a plastic bag filled with fucking scrunched up paper to play football with, blood.
See?
You know them ones, bro. Don't tell man about stories. Certain man, Roberto Carlos was playing football with oranges, bro. Like, these things happen, bro. Man, don't tell me nothing about no story, blood. Everyone's got a fucking story. You know what I mean? This ain't about the story. It's about who's better, bruv. And it's fucking Lionel Messi, blood. And it's that simple. You know the ones. Ronaldo's done great to keep up and keep the conversation alive. But yeah, it's not really a conversation, really. You know, like that. So the game is the game, blood. Big up, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Smash the like button. Gang fucking business. You know, like that. 3 o'clock man's back with Liga now. Yeah, bruv. We'll look ahead to this weekend's games. few other things. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bruv, like yeah, it's a lit day still. And then 6 o'clock on Turkish's channel for Realer Than Most as well, blood. So action-packed day. Obviously, follow the man them on their channels, bruv. Bruv, just click the link. Matisse, bruv. It's hard to get your fucking thing up, blood. Why did you choose that as the name of the thing? Can't you add something to it, like TV at the end or something like that, to make it easier to find?
Why is it not coming up?
Because I typed it in, bruv, and there's two Indians with that thing. And you know, Indian, bruv, you know how many people in India, bruv? Like, people in there with like fucking 10 million followers and that. That's probably why it's not coming up.
Yeah. That's the brand, fam. I can't change the brand.
No, but you can do something like, I don't know, like add TV or something that to make it easier to find. Like KG had to put POV or something after his thing to make it easier. But I don't know. But like, I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? But man's trying to find it and I'm struggling, bro. You know them ones. But make sure you follow Matisse's channel. Do you know what I'm saying? You man already know what to do. Follow DG as well. Links in the title. Just click that. You know the ones. Big up everyone in here. Interaction's been lit. 3 o'clock, man's back. Yeah, man's back at 3 and then 6 o'clock on Turkish's channel, man. So yeah, today was lit. You get me? Know what I'm saying? And we keep it moving, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So man, I'll catch you lot in a bit, man. Have you not got anything to plug? Have you got anything else going on today?
I'm gonna be live on my channel at 2 p.m. just previewing Arsenal versus Everton, really, and that's about it.
Well, there you go. What about you, bro? What are you saying?
Brother, West Ham preview. We're gonna talk about Kai Havertz and Timo Werner.
Is that today?
Yeah, it's coming out today. We're going to talk about how to unlock the Germans and whatnot. So join me over there. I'm starting to get bad Man United fans in the comments. So there's something happening, isn't it?
Yeah, that's there you go. Says come. You know, like that. So you gotta head over and check out them man's match.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? There's going to be more.
Unlock the Germans, blood, and let them go back home. You know, like that. You know what I'm saying? You man holding them hostage, blood. Like, just let them go. Let them go. You know what I'm saying? So big up you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to catch you lot back in the